So now let's add the navigation in a weather application. So for that, I have opened this React navigation docs, and from here we can follow the steps required to install the navigation. So I will copy this command, Control C, and I will paste it on my terminal and hit enter. And I'll wait for a few seconds. And then I need to copy this command as well. Here you can see installing dependencies into Bare React Native project. I need to copy this command as well. I can see a kind of a button in here. I will press this button, and again I will go to my terminal, and I will wait for a few seconds and let this package install first. And now I will install this as well. Hit enter. We need to install one more thing. Let's come to here in the bottom and let's see this bottom tab navigator. So we'll be making use of bottom tabs. So for that we need to install one more thing, that is this. So I'll copy this command and I will go to terminal and I will wait for a few seconds, and let's install this as well and hit enter. So till then let this package install. So till then we can work on our code files. So here I have opened my weather application, so I will close this home and search screen for now, this header. So I have opened this app.js. So first of all we need to import native container from @react react navigation native, and the name of that is na navigation container, and I need to import bottom tabs, right? So for that, import something from @react navigation / bottom tabs, and that something is called create bottom tab navigator, like so. Now let's wire up our tabs. So I'll create a variable const tabs and or just tab, and I will invoke this create bottom tab, like so, and now I can make use of that. So I will get rid of this now from in here, and I will use this navigation container because I need to wire up my tabs inside this navigation container. So I can now wire up my tab navigator. So I will write here tab dot navigator, like so. Inside that we'll be having two screens in here. So let's write tab dot screen, right? And we can self close it, and in here it will have, let's say, first home screen, right? Name equal to home, and this will point to a component, that is home component, right? HOME, and let's press Alt Shift down key to duplicate that, and here I will be writing search, right? SEARCH, right? And this will point to our search screen. SEA, where is this? Is the component? So these two components are now wired up. So I will also be adding the icons. For that I can go to this documentation. Let's see example, right? So I will copy some of the things from here. So I am unable to find the screen option somewhere, so let me type that manually. Okay, and let me type that manually. So in this tab navigator I will be passing screen, SCREEN options, and here from in here we can destructure something called as route, and in here I can return I will put these brackets and again an object, right? From in here I can return this tab bar, not like this, tab bar and icon, and from in here I will be destructuring color because we will be changing color dynamically, right? And from in here we can first make a variable, let's say icon name, and initially this will be empty, and if we'll put a if keyword, and if route dot name is equal to home, or we can put triple equal to instead. Yeah, if that is the case, then we need to put our icon name as, we'll figure it out, right? We'll look onto the documentation of these vector icons. Else if the route dot name is search triple equal to search, then we'll give some another name. So here icon name will be some another name. We'll figure it out what will be the another name. Now in here we can add tab bar options, right? Yeah, so when this ends, in here we can add in here tab bar and options. Make sure, keep an eye on this camel casing always, right? O is capital, B is capital, O is capital. Tab bar options, and in here we need active TINTCOLOR, and that will be white, and inactive INACTIV inactive, tint COLOR, and that will be gray, GRAY, inactive. Yeah, so T is capital in here and C is capital in here. Okay, for now this much is okay, I guess so. So let's go to the documentation of vector icons, right? Let's search for vector icons in React Native. We'll be clicking on the second link and we'll search for some city kind of icon, right? Okay, let's search for if we have something called as city. Yeah, let's see. And we have that from Font Awesome. Let's scroll down. So we have different kind of icons from this material icon community, so we can make use of that, right? So maybe we'll be giving this icon to home and this icon to search screen, right? Or the select screen, right? Okay, yeah, so let's copy this, Control C, and let's paste it in here, right? And let's copy this city, Control C, and let's paste it in here, Control V, right? And finally we can return now. From this in here we can add return, and we need to return material community icons. For that, first we need to import that. So import something, right, from React Native, yeah, vector icons. And here why I'm not getting a session in here. Yeah, from that I need this material community icon, right? And I can copy this name, Control C, and I can paste this name in here, Control V, and now I can make use of that. So here inside this we can Control V, and I can self close it, and I will be giving this name of this icon name, right? Control C and Control V, and let's say size, I can close this up, and let's say size will be 25, I guess 25. We'll have a look, and then we'll change this if we didn't like that. Okay, if we didn't like that, and the color will be equal to color we are receiving from in here, right? So because we are passing the color dynamically from in here, let's save this and let's spin up a server, right? So we have installed these couple of libraries. So for that, so we need to type run android, because we want to link these libraries with the native code, right? So I'll be typing npx react dash native, or not npm, npx react native, and in here run dash android, like so. And I will wait for a few seconds, and it is doing some stuff in here. and it's almost done in here. For some reason our development server has stopped, right? But the linking has been done, so we can start the server manually by typing npx react native start to just start up the development server, because now linking has been done. Oh, maybe I have made some typo. I need to type here npx. Okay, now it will be okay. Rest everything will be fine. Let's wait for a few more seconds. And now I think I can reload this. Yeah, and let's see how things goes. And now you can see we have got this tab, but for some reason, yeah, the color is I think the color is white, so we need to change the background color as well, right? So the tabs are working in here, right? Okay, beautiful. Yeah, we'll be changing the background color. That is why we are not able to see the color, because now background and the color of this icon is also white, so that is why we are not able to see the icon. We'll fix it up. So in here we can type in here active, background, background, and color, that will be uh, we'll be making a kind of a blue kind of a color. For that we can write 00AAFF, right? Active background BACKGR. Let me check the spelling, and I can copy this, or I can press Alt Shift down key. I will put a comma in here, and I will make this a color same for inactive as well, right? Let me save this and let's have a look now. Now you can see, yeah, our tab is looking beautiful, isn't it? Okay, now we need to work on this screen. Let's say we'll be searching for some city. We'll type the name of that, and we'll be clicking on this save changes, so we should be able to navigate to this home screen, right? And we'll again make a network request with that particular city which we typed in this box, right? Let's see how we can do that. So let's go to our search screen. Where is it? Oh, here it is. And in here we'll be creating a function. Let's give it a name of, let's say, btn click, right? Okay. And if someone clicks in this, right, so from in here we can destructure the navigation, 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 right? Yeah, this one. And if someone clicks on this, we'll be navigating the user to home screen, right? Okay, so I will use this navigation dot navigate, and in here I can pass the name of the my screen. So let me go to this and let me see. Yeah, the name is home. Okay, it's fine. And I will pass the data right along with it. So I'll write the data. I will give a key of city, and the city will be coming from this city, right? So we are updating a state as soon as we are typing it, right? So we'll be passing the city in the key of city. Okay, and it is possible that if user clicks on the list as well, because in the here we are also showing the list, right? If user clicks on that particular list, then we need to update the state, and then also we can navigate the user back to home screen, right? For that, let's create another function as well, right? Const, and I will give this a name of list, click, list click. And first of all, if user clicks on the particular list, we need to update the state, right? Okay, so for that we can make use of set city. Yeah, set city, and set city. So here we will be passing the name, right? I will be passing the name, or here I can write city name instead, and I will update the state city and name, and then I can again navigate Control C the user to a home screen. But we have this access to the city name from in here, right? So we'll be passing the city name from in here, or we can pass that from city as well, but I'll be passing it from here. Maybe this set with this update is update state operation may take a little bit while to update, right? And so we can pass this the argument, right, instead of writing here city. So we'll be passing this city name, because we are receiving the name from in here as well, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the logic. So let's wire up these two functions. So if user clicks on this card, right, Here I can attach on press, right? Okay, on press we can call the list. What was the method? List click, right? Okay, list list click, and in here we have access to the name, right? We have access to the name of city in this item dot name, so I will be writing item dot name like so. Yeah, and I will attach this on press in here button on this button as well, right? So in here I can call button click, btn click like so, and I don't need to pass the argument in here because button is automatically getting this city from this state, right? Okay, I think this should be the logic, right? Okay, and let's save this for now, and I will be going to home screen, and here we are receiving props, props. Now in this, inside this get weather function, I can close this, right? Inside this get weather function I'll create a variable, let's say my city, and I will just initialize that, right? I will just define that. Okay, now I will be pulling const, I'll be pulling something from props dot route and dot params dot params, and the something is called city because we are passing the city, right from in here, right, as you can see. Yeah, and now I can override this my city with the city. But you know, if let's say we didn't pass something from in here, this is screen, right? And let's say our app will be running for the very first time, and in that case we'll be not passing, right? Our home screen doesn't have access to the city, right? In that case we need to pass the default prop to this, right, to this home screen, right? Let's say we are opening our application for the very first time, and then we'll be seeing this home screen first. In that case we don't have access to the city, right? In that case we don't have access to the city, so for that we need to pass a default parameter. And how to do that? For that we will be coming in this home screen, right? And inside this home screen we can pass a default route parameter from in here, and here we can write initial params, and initial params here again we can pass, let's say we'll be passing a default city of, let's say, London, London like so. The initial city will be our London. Okay, now I will save this logic, right? I will go to again my home, and now I will move out of this function here. I will write here some condition. If I will copy this thing, Control C and Control V, and dot city, if the default city is not equal to, let's say, London, right? London, right? It is other than London. That means we are now navigating from search screen to home screen. We have navigated from search screens to home screen. In that case the city will be not be London, so then again we need to fetch now the new city weather, so we'll be calling get weather again, like so. This should be the logic, right? And it should work, I'm assuming, right? Oh, again here in here we need to make the city dynamic in here, so for that we'll be using this dollar, not this and dollar, and we can use template literals. Remember I have used here in here backticks, not the normal codes, so I can concat this way. And here I can pass this my city, right? My city like so, and I will save this logic finally, and I will have a look on my application. I will do a reload in here, and it will load default city as a London. Let's search for something. Let's search for let's search for where I live, that is Bhilai, and I will click on this save changes, and you can see now this our application is fetching the weather conditions for Bhilai, right? Okay, and if we click in this list also, then also it should fetch the weathers. Let's search for, let's say, Raipur, Raipur. Let's search for Raipur, and I will, oh, is there something Raipur from India? No, it is not showing us Raipur from India. Raipur, India. Yeah, this one. If I click in this, again it is showing again for Raipur. Now whether in the Raipur and the Bhilai are almost same because they are the neighbor of each other, right? They are the neighboring cities. Okay, yeah, it is working. So yeah, but when I close this application, right, and I open this again, so it is loading the weather condition of the London. It should load the weather condition of either Raipur or Bhilai, right? Because maybe they are my home city, right? Again I need to type it down, right? To prevent from this, we'll be saving the city whatever we'll be typing it in here in our device storage, right? If we close the application, right, if we close the application and again we'll be opening it up, it will show the weather condition of that particular city which we searched for. It will not show the London. We'll be learning how to implement this logic with the help of async storage, right, in our next video. So I'll see you guys in the next video.